Let's understand kinship, a main organizing principle of human society, in this video. You might be wondering how kinship topics appear in UPSC and how to remember the different terms and rules. And by the end of this video, you will be completely clear about this topic. Think of kinship as the map that tells people who belongs to which family and what they must do for each other. Kinship makes recognized relationships based on birth, marriage, adoption, or other accepted ties. And these relationships shape everyday social life. A key idea is the family of orientation, which is the family you are born into, and the family of procreation, which is the family you create by having or adopting children. These two nuclear families and the ties between them form the basic structure of kinship in most societies. Kin relations can be consanguinean, which means by blood, like parents and siblings, affinal, which means by marriage, like spouses and in-laws, or fictive, which means treated as family without blood or marriage, like godparents. These labels are not just names. They bring rights and duties such as inheritance, residence rules, caregiving, and ritual roles. Now, what is a kinship system itself? A kinship system is the pattern set of relations, terms, and practices a society uses to organize family bonds and solve common problems about descent, marriage, and residence. These systems answer questions like who counts as your kin, who you should marry, where you live after marriage, and who gets property or ritual roles. Robin Fox suggested 4 structural conditions that shape kinship systems. First, men impregnate women, which creates parent-child links. Second, women bear children, which establishes maternal ties and care responsibilities. Third, in many societies, men control economic activity, affecting who owns land and who makes household decisions. Fourth, the incest taboo prohibits sex between close kin and pushes groups to build alliances through marriage outside the kin group. How a society meets these conditions creates different patterns of descent and residence. Descent rules tell who belongs to which line. Patrilineal means through the father, matrilineal means through the mother, and bilateral includes both sides. Residence rules tell where a couple lives after marriage. Patrilocal means near the husband's family, matrilocal near the wife's, and neolocal means setting up a new home. Marriage rules include endogamy, marrying inside a group, and exogamy, marrying outside a group. And these shape alliances and politics. Kinship terms are the words people use for relatives, and they shape social roles. Descriptive terms give a unique label to each relation, like calling a mother's brother mama and a father's brother chacha. Classificatory terms group different relations under one label, like using grandfather for both the father's father and the mother's father. Who you call by a specific kin term can decide residence, inheritance claims, and ritual duties. So terminology matters for social order. Kinship usages are everyday behaviors that regulate relations, such as avoidance when certain relatives keep distance, or joking relationships that allow teasing to ease tension. Technonymy is another practice where parents are called by their child's name. For example, father of Bittu, which highlights parental roles and respect. So, what do we learn from all this? The big idea is that kinship is the backbone of social life. It organizes production and reproduction, assigns rights and duties, and builds alliances and solidarity. Let us quickly remember. Kinship types are consanguineal, affinal, and fictive. Systems solve descent and marriage problems. Fox's 4 principles shape structures, and terminology plus usages guide everyday roles. This concept is very important for your exams and questions often ask about kinship terms, Robin Fox's principles, and the functions of kinship in society. Keep practicing simple examples from your region to remember terms and rules, and you will find these ideas easy to recall in answers. Thank you for listening. Stay curious and explore more clear explanations and practice questions on EduRev to strengthen your UPSC preparation.